So here it is, the end of the line, the final episode, the end of Passport to Poland. Let's try and send her out with a bang, shall we? What's up guys, Chasing Lamey here with episode 124, the 124th and final episode of Passport to Poland, at least with us in charge. As you can see, we're playing the last game of the season. We have won the title, and our opponents today are Wisla Plock. That, for those who are keeping score at home, means it's our, it's our 5th title in a row. It's our 6th title in 8 seasons. I think we've done a pretty good job of dominating Poland, even if we haven't successfully won any European trophies or the elusive treble. We've done a solid job of things in Poland. Since you were last with us going through the championship group, it's been a bit of a rocky one. We almost threw it away, or I thought we were going to throw it away at one stage. We lost 1-0 to Pogon in the return match from the last episode, with Richard Wilson scoring against us because I made fun of his name. We played Zaglevi and got a 0-0 draw, which is about right. We played Wisla Krakow and beat them 7-0. Peter Alexander got himself a hat-trick. Steve Harris scored. Jacek Brzezelski scored. Carlos Fernandez scored. Yuri Portilla scored. We then beat Piast 6-0 just to kind of say we're back, everybody, let's just get this done. Steve Harris getting himself 5 goals. Nick Francis getting on the score sheet, so a lot of our old favourites scoring. Nick Francis got 2 in a 3-1 win against Legia. Thomas Sindelar got the other goal, and we just lost to Lech on the Saturday before the final game of the season, so 2 days ago, which takes us to today's game against Wisla Plock. So let's get straight into it and let's give the old girl a send-off. And yeah, we've done okay against Plock over the years. Dostalek is out with a pulled hamstring, but I'm sure we'll get over it. As promised, the return of the diamond. I made a slight change though, because I have 2 guys who can play complete forward up top, and I thought I'd treat myself and use them both as complete forwards. So Sarnowski starts in goal with Pleshko, Apoku, Rak and Kwiatkowski at the back because various players played on the Saturday game. Hilson is the defensive midfielder, Longstaff and Ribeiro is centre mid, Bateo is attacking mid with behind Hiad and Portilla. Divine, Bingelli, Harris, Sindelar, Kokoska, Edge I've got 2 left wingers on the bench, that will change. Lynch, Fioretti, Angerin, and let's see who gets that final slot on the bench. It's going to be someone classic, I guess. Let's see who we can find who's been with us for a while, who deserves let's put Philip Aaron on there. Why not? Philip Aaron has been with us for the last 5-6 seasons, and he's never played a game for the club. So today is his lucky day. Right, let's get into it. Let's see if we can maybe, just maybe, send the series off with a bang. We can give Fioretti his favourite. No, I can't believe I've not used Fioretti. I brought him in specifically to make use of him. We'll give Remigiusz Rak the number 16 shirt. That works fine. Don't know why I'm so invested, because this is the last time we will take charge of the club. So, final game. Predictions in the comments below. Also, let me know in the comments below, because I'm not going to do the 5 years in the future episode until I get back from my trip in about, I guess as you're watching this, about a week's time. So leave comments below. Who from the series do you want to see me check in on and find out what happened to them after we left? Who do you want me to check into in the future? Let me know below. Right, in this game, Kevin Benitez is going to be playing against us. He's an old boy. Is that Kelly Valenzuela? No, it's Milton Valenzuela. Don't know where Kelly Valenzuela ended up. No one else there I really reckon. Chemeki used to play against us all the time, and did bits. Pitachek looked at signing, by the way, and he didn't come. But that's fine. Let's get into the game. Let's for the last time. I haven't told our assistant manager Al, but he's been our assistant manager for ages. I haven't told him I'm leaving yet. I think he'll get the job when I go, to be honest. I think he'll be our replacement. But the final time, we're at home. Fittingly, we are at home for this one. We are going to win the league by about 8 points. That will work out nicely. Wojciechowski has whipped in a corner and we've managed to defend it for now. Kamara's picked it up. Can we do some tackling? Probably not. Ramada gets it ball across. Wojciechowski has managed to keep it in play and get it back in the box, and we could be conceding early here. Gabriel with an early goal for them, his 13th of the season for them, and that was a bit of a soft touch goal, if I'm honest. We should have done better. We need to do better. I don't want to go out with a loss, but either way we're going out, so you know, even the best managers manage to lose their last game. It's not unknown. So let's do a show of passion. We'll tell the boys to show some passion because, you know, we can't go down without a fight, boys. It's not okay. Oliveira to Victorek, but Longstaff has picked up the loose ball. Matty Longstaff, club hero. He's been with us since episode 2 or 3. He has been with us the entire time. He is the series legend. That is a fact. I'm sad that I never made him captain before quitting. My original plan before I had to head home for this week was to do one more very quick series after this one, if I could, and make him the captain for it. But it didn't quite work out. Kwiatkowski to Ribeiro though. Ribeiro to Hilson to. I've lost track of what's going on. Hjard has picked up the ball. Pleshko on the right hand side. Hjard will get it. Pleshko's on the ball. Can he score? Into Hjard, and Ben Hjard puts us back on level terms. I think if there's any consolation for anyone watching at home, I believe Matthew Longstaff is currently the captain of the team in this game because Kokoska is on the bench. So, is he on the bench? Either way, Kokoska is currently the club captain. Matthew Longstaff is the vice captain officially. And Kokoska is not on the field, which does mean that Matty Longstaff is captaining the side in our final game. Kind of fitting, as Bateo picks up the ball, plays in Pleshko. Pleshko options around him, finds Bateo again to Hilson. Hilson with the ball forward to Kwiatkowski. Kwiatkowski inside the box, can he score? Lays it off for Yori Patia, and Yori Patia gets his 15th goal of the season. And it's time we put on a show because that is what we do very, very best. So Bateo to Hilson, really good player Hilson. I'll probably keep playing offline if I'm honest. I might have a little offline play of this save because I might be enjoying seeing what the future of this team looks like. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Oliveira throws it in though to Victorek. Back to Oliveira. Oliveira with a cross. Can we get it clear? We can't get it clear, but we've done okay. And it's been cleared by Pleshko finally, and things are going very, very well. Far too well, I would think normally, but you know, end of the season, titles won. It's our last game in charge. You know, we cannot possibly grumble. It's not possible to grumble on this one. Right, so Ramada has picked it up now, and now with Matuszewski. Matuszewski has options around again. Victorek out wide to Oliveira. Oliveira will cross it in. Puracek has managed to not score. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. Puracek to check. I don't know. Pleshko with a throw in to Ben Hjard though. Back to Pleshko. Bit of a lightweight pass to a Poku has picked up. Now Pleshko. Back to Opoku. Opoku back to Pleshko. 1-2's on the wing, boys, in defence. Not ideal. But Bateo puts the ball over for Ben Hjard, who will get our 3rd goal of the game. It's his 2nd goal of the season. He hasn't even scored till today. That's mind-boggling. He is a wonder kid. If I was to play another 2-3 seasons, he'd be one of the best youngsters in the world. Which is mad. Like I said, if we'd made it all the way to season 10, I wish we could make it all the way to season 10. Ben Hjard would be one of those guys we look at as a top player in world football. Ramada to Mikielski, ball out to Gabriel. It's very end to end. We've had no highlights of anything to speak of the last 2 episodes, and the last episode we're just serving up an absolute feast of highlights as Ramada picks up a very wayward ball. Kamara out to Oliveira. We're going to have to do some defending against Oliveira. Ball goes over the top, and a Poku heads it clear. I think that's the first time I've played. This is the first time I've played a Poku. Weird. Matashevsky to Hromada. Gabriel Matashevsky again. Let's just do something. Check has gone through, but I think he was offside anyway, if I'm honest. Sarnovsky, though, safe hands as he steps up to become the club's #1 keeper. In the absence of Bradley Wilson, of course. Let's see what else we can do. Oliveira has got another throw. Wojciechowski, they're not going down without a fight at Wisla Plock. I guess it's because they're still competing to hold on to European places, maybe. Ben Hjard is through, though. Can Ben Hjard complete his hat-trick? He can't, as Vrabel makes the save. And I can't help but think Ben Hjard might get a hat-trick in this game, just to really give us the send-off and show there's a bright future. But Damian Mikalski has got himself on the score sheet for his third of the season. It's 3-2. We are squeaky bum time now. Squeaky bum time, 42 minutes on the clock. Really good free kick from Wojciechowski. Finds Mikalski, and there's a lot of skis. It's Poland, obviously, but you know, he's done well. He's done well to set that up, and really good headed finish considering the best defence in Poland was I say the best defence in Poland. Only one of these guys would ever play normally. But theoretically the best defence in Poland all around him. But hey, it's half time. Let's get out there. Let's get out with a bang. Let's really do something special today. I think Remigiusz Rak might be around for a long time. Benitez, big hoofed ball forward. Pitacek has picked it up. Can we defend? No, Poku's let him go. Pitacek is through. Sarnovsky, desperate to show that I should have made him the #1 all along. Does well. I lost my words then. It's sad as well, because if it hadn't been for the rise of Bradley Wilson, Sarnovsky would have become the #1 keeper 2-3 seasons ago. But then, of course, he would have been the one moving on. I'd have been left with Bradley Wilson. So, either way, one would have missed out, one would have played, and then eventually the other one would have played. I guess. That makes sense. But Danny Mateo has picked up a knock. Okay. Do I have anyone on the bench? I've got Andrew on the bench. I haven't used Andrew in much this season at all. Let's give him a go. Why not? Nothing to lose. Andrew is definitely not best as an advanced playmaker. It's got to be said. I think you can probably do better as a shadow striker, but who does that make the... Aha, you can play as a playmaker. Good stuff. Playmaker on defend, I don't see why not. Let's give it a go. See what that produces. It's essentially a third man up top as Kwiatkowski throws it to Ribeiro. Oliveira's made the tackle twice. Kwiatkowski picks it up. Angerin has a very, very quick impact on the game. Doesn't score, but, you know, dreams don't always come true. Gabriel to Matashevsky. Matashevsky voids the challenge of Hjard, plays it into the path of Jordi Portier, and Jordi Portier gets his 16th goal of the season, which should seal him for the Golden Boot. And now we've got two guys on a hat-trick in the same game, which, you know, is heartbreaking in a small way, because I've got Thomas Sindelar sat on the bench, who's been such a good striker for us the last couple of seasons. Thomas Sindelar sat on the bench watching. I really want to send him on, but I can't sub guys off on a hat-trick because that's just not cricket. What I am going to do, though, I'm going to make the... I say make the big change. It's not really a big change. I'm going to put Pleshko in the middle. And I'm going to send on Philip Aaron for his long overdue debut. Long overdue debut. And we're going to keep things like that. And then if one of these guys scores, they're going to get the hero send-off and replaced by Thomas Sindelar, because Thomas Sindelar deserves to play in this game. And one of these guys surely has got to find a third. Surely got to find a third. Let's go very attacking. Let's see if that gets us a third goal from either of the boys up top. You'd hope it would. Longstaff taking the corner now. Whips it in. Anyone there at the back post? Ben Hjard is there, and Ben Hjard very, very kindly makes way for Thomas Sindelar to come on. I think he can also play as a complete forward, more or less. And if he can't, he'll figure it out now. He's even better on attack. Good, right. Ben Hjard gets his hero send-off hat-trick / round of applause. First 3 goals he scores for the club come on the same day, and it happens to be our last day in charge of the club. Couldn't have written the script better. Literally couldn't have written the script better. And he's going to come off have his hero send off. Jordi Patia might get himself a hat trick as well. We'll yell some praise out. I'd love to see Thomas Sindelar score a goal. I really would, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's nice that we got to give him a few minutes in this last game. It's nice that we managed to give Philip Aaron 20 minutes as a professional footballer before he's inevitably going to be sold on by whoever replaces us. But that's a 5-2 win on the final day of the season. Josef Sarnowski made his 50th career league appearance in that game. That's interesting. Any other big stats? Ramirez Rat made his first appearance. Bateo made his 25th. Ribeiro made his 175th career appearance. Loads of people making landmark appearances in that one. Right. So that is the end. And I guess there's two more things to do in this episode. First of all, we'll come back in a second. We'll do our end of season awards, and then we will hand in the notice. So stick with me and we'll come back in just a moment. So we're back with some end of season awards. Usually, of course, we do this during the transfer window special, but there won't be one this year because we're not doing the transfer window. And appropriately, we've got our best 11 up first. So Francisco Ribeiro made it into the best 11. Mark Stewart made it into the best 11. Neither of them made it to the starting lineup, but that's to be expected, and let's see where they're at this point. We'll come back and do like a 5 years in the future episode. We'll see where they ended up. So Kjell Scherpen, I'm guessing is still in France. He is at Social Montbéliard. He's playing in Ligue 2, which is way below his level. Way below his level. He's wanted as well, presumably by someone good. Sheffield United and Feyenoord, so probably going back to Holland. Okay, so he's still there. Igor Gomez, where's Igor Gomez ended up in his time away from the club? He is now at Mainz. I think he was there last season as well. So it's good to see he's still got a career. Mark Gueye, where's Mark Gueye ended up? He's at Getafe. Spent last season at Eibar. So he still a strong career. Playing in the second tier in Spain, but still a strong career. Kolbein Birger Finson is now at Toluca in Mexico. I think he was there last season. I remember us discussing that at some stage at Toluca. So he's done okay. Valdemar List, the Polish Messi. Where is the Polish Messi ended up? He's still at Derby. He's playing for them. Well, he's played for them 3 times since joining them, which is not a great return for him, if I'm honest. He should be doing significantly better there. But, you know, maybe still has a future, maybe still a couple of years to develop. He'll turn into something. Akiri Wright has ended up in Germany with Aalen. 17 goals in 34 games this season. So they had, I mean, it wasn't in a major league. I think they're the 3rd or 4th tier of German football. But at least he's had his return to goal-scoring form, and his old strike partner, buddy, Keziah Sterling, playing for Standard Liège, has had 4 goals in 13 appearances in the Belgian Pro League on the bench. Bradley Wilson, of course, left us very recently to go play for Minnesota Timberwolves in the MLS. He's had 16 goals, conceded 14. He's done okay for them. Paris Magoma, is he still at Leeds? No, he's at Middlesbrough. He was there last season. I completely forgot he'd moved. He's had 38 appearances in the Championship this season. 36 appearances in the Championship this season. He's done okay since leaving us. Sindelar, of course, has gone. Felipe Cruz left us at the end of last season to also join Derby. He's played 14 games for them. I don't know why it says 13. That's clearly 14. I don't know. He's played for Derby this season. He's been doing just about okay. I don't know where Derby are in the league, because that could be indicative of stuff. If you're a Derby fan, you've got the good news that you're in 3rd in the Championship just 7 seasons from now, which I guess will help you sleep at night. And Darren Mitchell is also still about. He's contracted to Wolves, wanted by Arsenal. Hasn't had an England cap yet, but has had 7 goals in the Premier League in 36 appearances this season, which again, not an awful return for him. He's actually had less goals in 74 appearances for Wolves than he got for us in 37, so that should say something. Best 11, where are they now? We've already done that. End of season awards. Nick Francis is our player of the season. I think it's about the 3rd or 4th time he's won it now. He seems to win it quite a lot. Roberto Di Bernardi second, Carlos Fernandez is third. Nick Francis gets the goal of the season. Let's have a quick shufty at the goal of the season. This must be, yeah, Celtic was only a few episodes ago, which means we saw it live within the last few days. But we'll see it again, because why not? I have a feeling this was that absolute wonder run he went on off the top of my head, but it could just be a smash from 50 yards. It is the slightly wonder run where he actually picked it up deeper than that, I seem to remember. But whatever, Francis runs through, just slides it home. Really good goal, Maradona-esque, and that is why we love Nick Francis. Really good work. So that's that. Geraldão was our signing of the season. He's played 11 games for us. He hasn't scored a single goal. I don't know how he became the signing of the season, but I guess of all the signings we made this season, he just made the biggest impact. Though I'd argue, Di Bernardi didn't do too badly in his 36 games, 34 games in the league, his 6 in the Champions League. Did alright, just saying. Nick Francis wins Young Player of the Season, which is ridiculous. Nick Francis wins Young Player of the Season. He's been at the club for, what, 4 years? Oh, don't do that to me, right. Yeah, he's had 4 seasons at the club. Well, 3.5 seasons at the club. And he's still winning Young Player of the Year. In stats, our top goal scorer, Yuri Petir, was 16. Nick Francis' highest average rating at 7.66. Nick Francis with 10 assists. Josef Sarnowski with a 95% pass completion rate. Most player of the match awards for Nick Francis. Most yellow cards were 6 with Pleshko and De Bernardi. Most red cards, Brzezowski and Jasishak. And our team of the season is Wilson, Francis, Pleshko, Stewart and Ehrman. Behind Di Bernardi, Fernandez, Alexander, Dostalek, Harris and Sindler. There we go. Right. Season review. We've done exactly as we were expected to do, really. No more, no less. I mean, eventually we could have won the cup, but we didn't. It's fine. Our average attendance, that might be the lowest average attendance we've ever had, or one of the lowest. It seems low. It seems low is what I'm saying. I'm curious now. Records. Attendances, average attendance. Our highest attendance, did we do that this season? No, we didn't. We did last season average attendance. Yeah, it's down a little bit. Maybe because not so many big clubs in the Champions League. Oh, not quite as big clubs. Our original side, let's do a little thing where we look at the original side. Why not? Matt Longstaff is the only player still at the club. Aaron Levy now manages Legia Warszawa. Thomas Kuszak is our goalkeeping coach. Ledley is our coach here. James Collins manages Corona. Niko Racic plays for Brand. Dankowski is at Cracovia. Placheta is at Lechos. Wright, as we've already seen, is at Arlen. Matthias Halovnia is at Vitzu Lutz. Zivalic is at NK Zadar. What's he doing at NK Zadar? Because he was in Cyprus forever. Oh, he's still playing. Okay. Interesting. If I was staying, I might look to bring him back as a coach, but whatever. Israel Porto is the manager of Vasquez Cultural. I don't know if Vasquez Cultural play, but it's nice that he became a manager. The under-19 Division 1 group for, wow. Highest level. Mason Bennett was, of course, part of that team. He is retired after his spell at Birmingham. Sad to see, retired at 30. Also, Dino Stiglitz is a scout here. Damien Gasquet I brought in on trial over the course of the winter window, and I couldn't get him a club, so he is also retired. Lubambo Musonda has retired as well, and Peter Shalaban, I think, was looking for scouting jobs and didn't get one, and retired. And Callum Slattery retired at 28 after a spell in the MLS. So sad all round, really. Anyway, club visions and expectations, I don't need to worry too much about that. But, we'll just accept it because it will keep everyone happy on the way up. End of season team meeting, we're going to tell the boys they did very well and they're going to win the championship next year. And they're all going to be very, very happy with that. So, good job. Injury-wise, Alexander Haag picked up most of the injuries. He was a 16-year-old we signed in just to fill out some youth team space, and Daniel Lopez has had 2 months up. Otherwise, not massively injury-prone this season. On the end of school break, this is the first time I've ever been asked to choose our training camp destination. So you guys can go to Holland, because why not? And that seems to be the end of things. So, time to do it, guys. Before we do, though, let's have a quick look at our manager profile, just to show how we have progressed. As you know, it all started single digits, ones and twos, which, you know, is a thing. We are currently, though, looking pretty good, as I recall. I haven't looked at this in a long time because it doesn't really affect anything. I know financially we've kind of put the club in a tough position, but it was mostly the takeover. But that's their problem now, not mine. And if we ever get to my profile, it's going to take a while to load because it's probably just loading all the history because of all the trophies we've won. That'll be what it is. Come on, guys. Let's get there. Let's get there together. We can do this. It's almost like the game saying, don't leave us now. We can still win things. And to be fair, I could literally stay with this club and probably win things forever. We could win this league every year for the next 20 seasons. It wouldn't be an issue at this point. But the one thing we can't do is load our profile to show you exactly what has and hasn't changed. It looks like it's getting there. Come on, we can get there together. We can do it. I told you this save file had got enormous. It's going to take forever to get through 5 years. I might just leave it running while I'm away and see what happens. See if it ever gets there. We will get there. We will get there. We finally made it there. Okay, so our reputation is 80%. We are 4-star. I don't know what that translates. Very good. That's okay. Media handling, very good. Hands-on approach. I spent a lot of time on holiday this last couple of seasons. Managing finances, we've done okay. Loyalty to players, we're rated highly on handling team discipline. Known for leading teams to title wins. Yep. Preferring possession football, high-tempo games, signing all that good stuff. We've made friends with people like Victor Grishko, who went to become manager of Wisla Plock and then got fired and never really wanted to come back, and I tried to make him come back. And Emir Topalovic was also one of our coaches who went on to have a decent managerial career and again refused to come back. And we've made Tony Pennock hate us, and Greg Bolger. I don't know who Greg Bolger is. He is manager of Bohemians. I don't know why he hates us, but apparently he does. I don't know why Tony Pennock hates us. I don't remember ever coming up against Tony Pennock either. I think it was because I yelled at him when he was manager of Cheltenham. So there's that. Attributes wise though, we've done okay. We've become known for our attacking defensive coaching, our tacticals, technicals, mentals, and our player knowledge, level of discipline, etc., etc. Okay, our adaptability is still worldly. We haven't completed knowledge of anywhere bar Poland. We're nearly there with Ireland, but otherwise it's gone very well. But this is the moment we've all been waiting for. In fact, let's do end of club season. We'll tell it end of club season because that, you know, it just feels right. In fact, we can retire from football at the end of the club season. A whole bunch of sadness. Let's go with that one. What's next? I would like to go and be a pundit. Thinking about it for a long time. There we go. That's our whole speech. This is our retire at the end of the season thing. Enjoyed great success. We've earned support for a gegenpress style approach, and that was all we won. So we've won the Ekstraklasa in 20, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 27. That is for a total of 6. Polish Cup in 26 and the Super Cup 3 times between 23 and 26. Not a bad little career. We are icons at Slask. We didn't quite make it into legends, which is sad. But we put Akieriev right on the list. Di Bernardi, Ledley, Sindelar, Rico and Sterling. We've put all of them on the list. So sad times all around. And apparently I have to do it all again. There we go. So that, guys, much sadness. That is the end of Passport to Poland. Thank you for watching. I know this has been a really long episode with the wrap up. I apologise. But, you know, we're not going to do another episode of anything for a little while because we've got to wait for the 21 beta. So hopefully this will see you through. Watch it in stages. I mean, at the point I've been telling you that now. But anyway, watch it in stages. Thanks for watching, guys. I have been Chasing Lamely. You can find me on the Twitter, the Insta, the Patreon at Chasing Lamely. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see when all the new FN20 content is coming out. And thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for joining me for Passport Poland, especially those of you who stuck with it right through from episode 1 till the end. 124 episodes is no easy feat by any stretch of the imagination, and you guys have done very well to stick with me. So thanks very much for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a good one.